Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Sawtell, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
This facility is incredible, and the work they are doing to improve farmers' environments and the environments for cows so that cows are more productive and happier and comfier is incredible. It really, really is. So every single batch of rubber that comes in to be made into mattresses is tested for stretchiness, literally every single time. But this isn't the interesting stuff.
Forgetting the products for a second, they'll even design your very own cowshed, the cubicle layouts, the mats that you need, and every component needed for that situation and application.
EasyFix have their own custom mat shop, so no matter what type of rubber floors you have, EasyFix can either make it, modify it, create it, design it, or whatever, so that they've got something to fit your cubicle shed, your slat shed, whatever.
Tomorrow. No one's seen it, and yet everyone imagines it. We hope for smiles, not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones too. We hope that the light at the end of the tunnel isn't just a light. It's the sun shining on our days to come. We hope that even if we get older, we can fulfill the dreams we once had as kids. We hope because hope is a wonderful thing. It can't be conquered. It can't be defeated. And on the off chance that it weakens, with nourishment, it returns again, stronger than ever. At Allison, we believe that your hopes should not just remain hopes. They should become your reality, no matter who you are, where you're from, where you live, or what you do. That's why we spread empowerment to people across the world through over 4,000 online courses and career development tools, all for free, so that everyone can empower themselves, learn about their opportunities, connect with tomorrow, and grow from where they are today. After all, tomorrow is a great place to be. It's a place filled with possibilities. It's a place where you can be everything you want to be. With Allison, empower yourself.
Trinzo is a consultancy company that provides quality regulatory training and supply chain support into the medical device and pharmaceutical industry.
On a day-to-day basis, we would engage with companies around the world to tackle a wide range of industry challenges.
Clients will come to us with a wide variety of challenges. Those could be quality and regulatory compliance issues. They could be also really intense business challenges that they're trying to solve. And in that case, we'd put a team on the ground to make sure that they're really well supported and that they're being left in a better place when Trinzo steps off the project with them.
One of Trinzo's strengths lies in our ability to excel in demanding and complex areas. This is a challenge made possible by our extensive and diverse expertise in the industry.
I believe the future is very bright for Trinzo. We are growing at 30% per year, year on year. Trinzo is very deliberate in our culture. We are very collaborative, team focused, really look after employees. So we believe that happy employees lead to happy clients.
Coalfield Industrial, one of Ireland's largest distributors of industrial tools and safety supplies. With retail stores in Galway and Athlone, our nationwide distribution service offers next-day delivery on over 50,000 stock items. From our website, coalfieldindustrial.com. The #1 supplier of quality tools, safety gear and equipment from top brands like DeWalt, Snickers, Bosch, Stanley, Baco and many more. For professional tools and equipment, think Coalfield Industrial.
Hello, you're very welcome to Pearse Stadium today for this Galway Senior Football Championship quarter-final day. There's 2 here in Pearse Stadium. There's also 2 in Tuam Stadium a little later on as well. We're starting with the clash of St. James's and MountbellewMoylough. I'm delighted to say joined with me on co-coms is Pádraig Cunningham. Pádraig, you're very welcome onto the broadcast today. Talk us through the 2 teams here. They've had mixed fortunes in the group stages of the Galway Senior Football Championship.
Yeah, they have. Mountbellew have probably started okay, and then last 2 games their performances haven't been great for them, so I think they'll be looking to rectify it out here today. But on the other side of the pitch then we've St. James's, who I've been thoroughly impressed with so far this championship. They've put up a great battle. They took down a good Anadown side, probably fell short against Milltown, but put up a great battle against Moycullen. So we're in for an interesting battle here today, I think. Absolutely, and if we look at MountbellewMoylough, we have the teams here. We'll give them to you a little later on, but they're a team with a wealth of experience and some very stylish footballers, and plenty of those are at inter-county level with Galway as well. Yeah, they are. Yeah, there's some fantastic footballers. They have the likes of, in the back line there, they have Billy Mannion, John Daly. Then you're going forward, you have Matthew Barrett, who's been part of the panel for Galway for a year or 2, and then you have Owen Finnerty inside in the forwards, Patrick Kelly, wealth of experience. You know, he had a injury-prone year this year for Galway, but he's a big addition back for Montbellew. And then you have the free-taking ability of Barry McHugh. Absolutely, and St. James's have heavy hitters on their side as well. Oh, they sure do, and they have probably the man out that has really changed the St. James's team this year in Johnny Dewan. I think he's been absolutely superb since he came back to the fold from this year. He's been a really driving force for them in centre half back there, and then you have the experience of Paul Conroy leading the young talent of Sam O'Neill with them. Absolutely, and we're in knockout football now in the chase for the Frank Fox Cup. And whatever shadowboxing might or might not have been going on in the group stages, it's do-or-die football from here on out. Do you expect any changes to the style of play that both teams will approach to this encounter in Pearse? No, I think we kind of know the football Montbellew have played, and they've played it over the couple of years. They've been very impressive in the way they have dealt with the way they play. And they probably wouldn't be happy with the performance last year, so I can see them trying to go a step further this year. And as for St. James's, it's a probably unknown territory for James. They haven't probably been in this quarter-final in probably 2 or 3 years, and now it's such an opportunity at a place at a county semi-final. Absolutely. Let's have a look at some of the changes for both teams, and we'll start with the St. James's team. In goals for them, it's number 16, James Egan. The full-back line is number 5, Jack Full, number 3, Cathal Regan, and number 2, Adam Lee. In the half-back line, we have number 12, Lee Vahy, number 6, Johnny Dewan, and number 7, Owen Finnerty. In midfield, a very impressive partnership there. Number 8, Paul Conroy, and number 9, Sam O'Neill. In the half-forward line, number 13, Dan McNulty comes in, number 15, Liam Melody, and number 18, Jack O'Neill. And the full-forward line, number 10, Desi Hines, number 11, Jack Nolan, and number 23, Aaron Connolly. There is one change to the programme sheet that we've had since the beginning of the Galway Senior Football Championship. Number 25, Fintan O'Cooney, comes into the fold for St. James's. A look at MountbellewMoylough now, and we'll go through some of their changes for you. In goals for them is number 1, Damien Boyle. In the full back line, number 2, Mark Mannion, number 3, Billy Mannion, and number 4, Colin Murray. In the half-back line, number 17, Sean Milan comes into the fold, number 6, John Daly, and number 7, James Foley. In midfield, it's number 8, Matthew Barrett, and number 9, Shane Moran. The half-forward line, number 10, Colin Mannion, number 11, Paul Donlan, and number 29, Patrick Kelly. And in the full-forward line, number 26, Ronan Griffin, number 14, Owen Finnerty, and number 15,
Barry McHugh. So that are our two lineups there. Any surprises in the changes there for both teams, Porrick?
No, I'm just like as I said there before. I'm really interested in seeing Patrick Kelly back playing, and look, it's great to see him back on grass again. Like as we said, he's had an injury-prone year, and it's been difficult for him. So hopefully he'll have a good game today, and we'll see the best of Patrick Kelly again.
Absolutely, and it's a big move bringing him back, particularly after injury. But as I said to you, it's do or die football from here on out. So they obviously think they need his bit of firepower up front.
Yeah, they sure do. Look at anyone with the capability of someone like Patrick Kelly and the abilities we know he has, even from looking at him in Intercounty. So it's a great addition back from Mountbellew, and as you said, it's do or die football. Absolutely. In terms of the approach to the game, for it being new territory for St. James's, do you think they'll look to, I suppose, keep it tight for the opening half and try and stay in the game as long as they can and hopefully hit MountbellewMoylough with a few surprises? Yeah, that's probably what they'll do. They'll probably look to the more experienced players and the likes of Paul Conroy, Johnny Dewan, getting them on the ball, getting them comfortable, getting all the players as much touches on the ball as they possibly can, just probably to settle any nerves that they probably do have. As I mentioned there, it is quarter-final weekend and quarter-final day in the Galway Senior Football Championship, and there are going to be a lot of tasty encounters. In terms of these two teams, are they outsiders, or can they really have a good tilt at the Frank Fox Cup, in your opinion? There is stiff competition coming in the next game and also in the games in Tuam Stadium. Yeah, they have. I think Mountbellew at the start of the year probably would have been in the top three sides for me, and I'm really intrigued in seeing what they're like and what performance they can deliver here today. Absolutely. They did reach the heights of the Galway Senior Football Championship a few years back. I suppose after much teams in the county have been struggling to get past Currafin. Once that stranglehold was broken, we've seen a number of teams do it. So it really is all open here in the Galway Senior Football Championship this year, as all the teams are getting into their start-out positions there. And it is a nice sunny day in Pearse Stadium. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of wind, so it's perfect conditions for championship football. Yeah, it does. It looks absolutely superb out there, and I think we're blessed in the middle of October to have conditions like this, really. Absolutely. They do shake the hands and do the duties here. They're getting into positions. All the officials are coming off the field, and it should be an exciting game of football. As I mentioned there, we will be looking at the other big game coming up a little later on. That's Mike Cullen and Salthill Knocknacarra. But it's all eyes on Pearse Stadium for this game. The referee throws up the ball, and we're off in this Galway Senior Football Championship senior quarter final here. And it is St. James's who start off with possession. They advance into the 45 of MountbellewMoylough, and they do that through Sam O'Neill. And it looks like it's going to be a game of possession football here, as MountbellewMoylough, they're going to have, it looks like, around 13 men behind the ball now, as St. James's look to start their first attack. No surprises there, Porrick. No, it's not. Look at it. It's kind of the style of football that Mountbellew do play, and when they do have the ball, they seem to take the life out of the game for the opposite opponent's team. So I think St. James are trying to hit them back with something of their own. And a common trend of this Galway Senior Football Championship from the off, really, is we see the sweeper keeper there. It's James Egan for St. James here, so that'll be interesting. But it is St. James who advance, and it just breaks down there, but the referee adjudged that there was a free on number 15, Liam Melody. So it's going to look like St. James is going to get us off the scoring sheet here in this Galway Senior Football Championship quarter final, and it's going to be from the centre of the D, an easy one for them, you'd imagine. Yeah, it should be just a tap over free, but it was good again. The start of attack here, started close to us here on the left hand side, and they broke across, switched across the play, and Paul Conroy got a gap, went through it, and then a hand pass inside and won a free. And it's Jack Nolan to do the duties here, as I mentioned there on the 21-yard line. He kicks it high and over the bar. Great start there for St. James. That'll really settle them into this game, and good for Jack Nolan's confidence as well. Yeah, definitely. It's a tap over free, but it's good for his confidence, as you said. Definitely. Let's see now as MountbellewMoylough get on quickly with it there. Damien Boyle not messing about today, and they will look to get outside of their own 45, but they have to go forward first. Billy Mannion gets on the ball, lays it off here to Colin Murray, who advances past halfway, finds his centre forward, and now it's MountbellewMoylough's turn to see if they can break the deadlock here and get inside that St. James's cover. It looks as though St. James's are going to sit a bit deeper than MountbellewMoylough, but there is space inside there, Porrick Cunningham. Yeah, there is. But it looks like Johnny Dewan is operating as a sweeper. I suppose it's a role he's well used to playing, so he's comfortable back there. But they do seem to get bodies back in behind the ball. I think we've all 15 men inside their own half for St. James's. Yeah, and it has been a trend as well that a lot of players are staying in between 65 and 45. That's
obviously a ploy to stop the nice kick pass in to exploit those spaces.
It's kind of like the point of where probably players going to meet the opposing players coming in. It seems to be nearly just 50, 55 yards out they go to make contact with the player.
Yeah, it's a clever ploy, because what you don't want to do is send off a man and let a sweet kick pass in, particularly when you have dangerous forwards inside. And one of those dangerous forwards is on the ball here, Barry McHugh. They just need to see if they can find a way through and spread the play in. I think they need to go a bit wider, get a bit of depth in it as well, Porrick. The shot comes in here. Well, it's a kick pass in, a beautiful floating kick pass in. The mark is taken inside by Owen Finnerty, and this should be an easy tap over from the 13-metre line for him.
Yeah, it's a great ball inside from Matthew Barrett, and beautiful catch from Owen Finnerty, and it's a little tap over score for himself.
Absolutely. Owen Finnerty with the advance mark there. He makes absolutely no mistake about it. High and over the bar. Great attacking play from MountbellewMoylough, and I think that might be a tactic they might look to do. As I said, there's a lot of space inside there, so if you can get the kick pass off, it could be very, very fortuitous for them in this game.
Yeah, it was. And look, it was just patience coming up, building the attack, and then just got a break inside. A hand pass from John Daly probably screened St. James's player, and then it was a beautiful outside the boot pass from
Sam O'Neill. Looks like he is in a bit of pain here. It looks like it could be a possible twisted ankle. Or where is he clutching? He's clutching his leg anyways, so he looks in a good bit of discomfort. There could be a pause in the game here as he receives the necessary treatment. Disappointing to see, and it's only after 4 minutes of play, Porrick.
Yeah, it is. Looking, it's never a nice thing to see someone down, and he looks like he's in a good bit of discomfort over there.
Yeah, could even be a knee injury there. He is holding the lower leg, so we wish Sam O'Neill a swift recovery, but as I mentioned, it does look like he will not be able to progress in this quarter-final. Disappointing for him on the day, and it looks like he may have just landed awkwardly on it. Could even be an ACL injury. But the medics and all those will rush to his aid and get him the treatment he needs. And I just see is there anyone warming up for St. James's? There is at the moment, so it does look like there could be a lengthy stoppage here while he receives the necessary treatments here on the pitch. And as I say that there, it does look like the players are going to get into huddles, it looks like, or will we proceed? It does give us a chance here, though. The teams in the Galway Senior Football Championship, there have been so many rounds of games that you can pick up injuries on the way, and it does make you turn to your bench. So the teams with depth really are the ones that are going to go all the way here.
Yeah, they are. Look at it, like the way the game has gone today. It's 20 lads you need at the end of the day. Like you've 15 starters, but then you have 5 game changers that you need to probably change the game, come in. And then on top of that, then you have to have a squad of 25, 26 players all biting, chomping at the bit for each other.
It looks like number 20, Stephen McCooey, is coming on. And as I did mention, that the stretcher is coming onto the field. So he was in a lot of discomfort, Sam O'Neill. And it does look like it's going to be Stephen McCooey coming on. So a nice quick entrance from the stretcher team there. And we wish Sam O'Neill all the best. As both teams, it's going to take the momentum out of this game now. It's going to be hard for the players to refocus, you'd imagine, Porrick.
Yeah, it is. And look, looks like when you see the ambulance coming out like that, it's a horrible injury to see. So we wish Sam O'Neill all the best. But yeah, the players themselves, it's probably something that'll be a dent to the confidence of St. James's.
Yeah. It also gives them the opportunity to recalibrate, though, because as I mentioned there, they did look quite exposed in the back, and MountbellewMoylough did get that advanced mark pretty handily without a lot of opposition. So that might be something they need to shore up there and discuss there, as we see their sweeper keeper extraordinaire James Egan. He's having a chat with his defence there, so maybe they're looking to reorganise something there when we get back to play in the coming minutes. So the players are gathered around. It does look like it's going to take a bit of time here. We may have to see what we can do in terms of commentary here. A point apiece, a free for Jack Nolan, and that advance mark from Owen Finnerty so far in this encounter. And the crowd here in Pearse Stadium, I can tell you it's not huge yet, but there could be a swarm of people coming in for the second game, Sultan Knocknacara and Mike Cullen. They're just out the road, and that'll be an interesting encounter as well, Porrick.
Yeah, it will. Look at it's last year's county final county final repeat. So I think we're in for a cracker in the second game as well. So yeah.
Absolutely, I suppose. And the crowd do give Sam O'Neill a good clap as he leaves the pitch, and confirmation over the announcer that Stephen McCooey is on for the injured Sam O'Neill. And both players, it's lovely to see that, Pork, both players wishing him well as he's stretchered off the field.
Yeah, look, we can do nothing but wish him the best, but it's a horrible sight to see.
Absolutely. And now it looks like the St. James's will get proceedings back underway again. Paul Conroy has the ball. He's going to take the free shortly, you'd imagine. And we wish Sam O'Neill all the best. He does look in quite a bit of discomfort, so we do wish him a speedy recovery there. But it does look like that could be his Galway Senior Football Championship cut to an end, regardless of what happens here today, Pork.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, look, it's a nice touch there, even from Val Daly going over to wish him well. So look at it, we can do nothing but. It's a pity for himself, and as a player, he's probably been one of St. James's star players in the Senior Championship.
Absolutely. Now we're back underway there after a stoppage of about 4 or 5 minutes. The officials here got us back underway as quick as they could, and we commend them. And St. James's are on the ball. They look to turn defence into attack. And it looks like there could be a costly mistake here. And, handled on the ground, the referee has adjudicated here. But it's a St. James's free. MountbellewMoylough thought they had St. James's in a whole lot of bother there, but St. James's will take the free here to take us back underway in this encounter. And interesting to see, there's a few St. James's players warming up now, so perhaps that injury from Sam O'Neill could cause further changes. They might wait till half time though, Park.
Yeah, they could. It's an interesting one, to be fair.
Now we're back underway after the free was quickly taken. And St. James has looked to turn defence into attack. A nice little dummy solo there. And now it's Adam Lee on the ball. He's going to take a pass to 65. Find support. They go laterally from the far end over to this stand side, back into the middle. It's with Jack O'Neill. Jack finds Paul Conroy, the Galway star. A lovely kick pass in by Paul Conroy. Bounced beautifully there for the Stephen McCooey, the man who just came in for Sam O'Neill. Jack O'Neill again. Finds his corner forward and does a quick 1-2. He's in a bit of trouble here though. Over carrying, the referee adjudicates, and MountbellewMoylough get the turnover. They're putting great pressure on there in defence, Pork.
Yeah, they hunted out there. They hunted into this, put him down a sideline, and then 2 or 3 bodies came to him and forced the turnover there from Mountbellew.
Great work right there from the Mountbellew defence. And they turn defence into attack. They're inside the St. James at 65. And it's there with their wing back on Finnerty. And now they're advancing inside the cover. No one coming. The shot comes in here. It's a high effort. And it's just gone to the left and wide, I think, there.
Yeah, look at this. Probably a shot probably outside the scoring zone for Mark Mannion, so that Mountbellew themselves as a team would be disappointed in that.
Yeah, Mark Mannion there disappointed with that one, but he did manage to get very close in without a challenge there. I suppose St. James will be worried about that, Park.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look, it was nearly a run from the left-hand side of the pitch, and he just ran straight at the heart of the fence, but he was probably looking towards getting into his inside forwards to create the score.
Absolutely. We're back underway here again, and St. James' Stephen McCooey this time has been adjudicated for over-carrying. There's great pressure even far out the field from MountbellewMoylough. They look really revved up for this, Park.
Yeah, they do. I think that's 2 in a row. Ronan Griffin has got in around. He's turned over the ball. He's been the one to force that turnover.
Yeah, lovely kick pass in as well. And it's their centre forward that's on the ball, Paul Donlan. Finds his midfield. Oh, it's a sweet, sweet score there by Shane Moore. And a great point from him. And it's 2-1 in favour of MountbellewMoylough.
Yeah, it's a super, super score. It all starts from John Daly's kick pass inside to Paul Donlan. And then Shane Moore is running off his shoulder, and it's a super, super score.
He just curled that over, stroked it beautifully. It was a stereotypical midfielder score, and it looks like St. James are inside the cover here. Their centre forward, Jack Nolan's on the ball. but he's been harassed and harried there by the number 4 from MountbellewMoylough. That's Colin Murray. The shot does come in, however, and it's just gone to the near side of the post and wide. He'll be disappointed with that one, Pork.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, look, we know we've seen the ability he delivered the day against Annadown, but look, he'd be disappointed with that. But it's good marking again from Colin Murray.
Interesting to see that yet again Damien Boyle's gone with the short kick out. They must be fearful of Paul Conroy there in the middle.
Yeah, they're Damien Boyle. Let's say when the ball is being kicked, he's getting up the pitch. He's out ready to kick the ball in 5-6 seconds. It's impressive.
Absolutely. There's about 30 minutes of play here in Pearse Stadium, and the scoreline is MountbellewMoylough 2 points, St. James's 1. We had a 4-minute stoppage approximately there for the injury to Sam O'Neill, and both teams look like they're getting to grips in this game here. A nice 1-2 between the full-back and centre-back there. And MountbellewMoylough, they're inside the 30-metre line. A slip from the defender. The fisted effort just goes wide. It's wasteful from MountbellewMoylough.
Patrick Kelly, yeah. It was a good flowing move, though, again, from Montbellew. It's kind of showing the intent. They're looking to get the runners off the shoulder to create them scores for themselves.
They're getting into the 30-metre line fairly handy, Pork. It's worrying for St. James's.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Look, it was a great move, though. Billy Mannion played the ball inside to Barry McHugh, and then Paddy Kelly was running off his shoulder and probably just didn't execute the hand pass over the bar well.
Now St. James's will look to build from their defence. They went with the short kick out as well. And it's their wing-back Owen Finnerty now who takes it up the far side as we look out from the stands here in Pearse Stadium. Back to the full-back, Cathal Regan. And back to the goalie again, James Egan. James, he's doing a Niall Morgan on it. He's up to the 65-metre line and he's looking for options here. And MountbellewMoylough looking to close him down. He goes back to go forward. And now St. James is looking to go. It's interesting to see that MountbellewMoylough have really pressed up the field. They obviously feel that if they put St. James under pressure, they can reap rewards. And they're looking to swarm Paul Conroy, but the hands around illegally, and Paul looking to kick in. High ball is what he wants. Referee tells him to go back, and the St. James support didn't appreciate that.
Yeah, look, it was probably cute from Paul Conroy. He kind of dragged on the ball and tried to deliver it nice and early, but Austin was having none of it.
He's still going for the high effort. Stephen McCooey went for it, doesn't get it. And is there a push on the back here? The referee says there is. Looks like it's going to be a free in for St. James's. And imagine it'll be Jack Nolan again. It's his territory. Jack swanning over to it, and this will even things again after 50 minutes of play here. And Jack takes a few steps back, steadies himself, eyes up the target. He's about 35 metres, I imagine, out from the target there. The far side as we look out from the stand. Jack stuttering up with his trusty left boot, high and right over the black spot. That's a great score from the free from Jack Nolan.
Yeah, it is. It's a super strike. And he's obviously using with confidence from the first one, so it's great to get him another scoreable free for himself.
And after so many wasted efforts from MountbellewMoylough, it's very important that St. James's maximise their efforts and get those frees. And he did that with great confidence.
Yeah, he did, yeah. That's exactly it. Look at St. James's themselves will know, like, if they can stay in this game for as long, they'll start to worry Montbellew.
Definitely. Montbellew, they attack very quickly. And they're cutting inside the St. James's defence again, but illegally so. Too many steps, says the referee. And it gives St. James's the effort again, and there's a bit of time wasting in the ball, and well, Paul Conroy believed that the Montbellew man was feigning injury, and St. James's get on with it quickly. Jack O'Neill this time. He has options left and right and forward if he wants them, and great harassing and harrowing there by John Daly. He's really bringing it to the St. James's attackers. A lovely crossfield ball from the kick by St. James centre-back Johnny Duane. He's really orchestrating things back there. As you mentioned there, he's the sweeper. He's really shoring up that defence back there.
Yeah, he is, yeah. He's that outside the boot is a trademark Johnny Duane kick, and even you can see here, Montbellew have turned over the ball, and Johnny Duane's first instinct is drop into the sweeper role.
Just not sticking there for the introduced Stephen McCooey, and it gives MountbellewMoylough the ball and the initiative, and they get up to the St. James 65 very quickly, but now St. James is looking to turn over. Paul Conroy, he's involved there, and he's looking to kick straight away if he can, but he has support. Will he use it? Paul waits for the cavalry to arrive, and they do. It's his fullback, Cathal Regan. Cathal goes back again to Desi Hines. And possession is very important here. We've seen MountbellewMoylough have a few chances and miss them, so St. James are looking to maximise their efforts. When you're the underdog in a game like that, that's what you have to do. And the free comes in. Too many illegal harassings and harrying there from Barry McHugh of MountbellewMoylough. St. James will take the free there in centre field. 18 minutes now gone in this Galway Senior Football Championship quarter-final. 2 points apiece between St. James's and MountbellewMoylough as the free comes in. It's a kick in. Well won inside there for St. James's. A turn on the spin there by the number 23, Aaron Connolly. A great point from Aaron Connolly. He couldn't take the mark because it was from a free. He spun and kicked it over the bar. Yeah, it's a super catch, and he's turned, got his bit of space, and a great score. Unbelievable from him, and he's a big man as well. They might look to go that route again and more often because he's a good target man inside for them. As I say it there, it's a great win of the kick out there by Lee Vahe.
Registration number 182
St. James are back.
1822. That's a black Mitsubishi Outlander 182 G1822. It's causing an
obstruction. They're just announcing a car there that's causing a obstruction there, so they could miss a bit of quality entertainment here for the remainder of this first half in Pearse Stadium. It was a superb effort there by Aaron Connolly, and this man, he's had a great entrance in the game so far, Paul Conroy. Jack O'Neill on the ball now. They can't find a way through the MountbellewMoylough cover. Paul Conroy, a lovely kick in again to Aaron Connolly. He tries to break it down, and he does do that, but can they just keep the ball? It's going to work out for them. St. James is here. Look for support. They find it. It's their left corner forward, but it just drops into the goalkeeper. That's disappointing stuff there from Dan McNulty. It allows MountbellewMoylough to retake the initiative. And they do that just about, but Lee Vahe might win it back, and he does. St. James's are really up for this one, Porrick. Yeah, they are. The intensity they're bringing to the tackle, and even when they get the ball, then they're looking to deliver the ball inside as early as possible. And if not, then their game management is superb. Like, if the ball is not on early, they run the ball in, get it into positions. Like, unfortunately, this hasn't worked out, but they get it into positions where they're trying to get scores in around the D. Yeah. They've got some good industrious players around that middle third there. The likes of Lee Vahe there. He's really putting hands in and getting stuck into this game. But MountbellewMoylough, they're coming straight down the middle. Disappointing for St. James's. As I say that, though, they manage to win it back, but I think it's going to be brought back for an earlier foul. And MountbellewMoylough have the free on the St. James's 65. The tempo is really upped in this encounter as of late. About 21 minutes gone. 3 points to 2 in favour of St. James's. They'll be delighted with how this game has gone so far, particularly recovering from that injury to Sam O'Neill earlier on. Yeah, they have. Yeah, look at them. They've came out and they've really kind of got a new lease of life since probably the injury. But they've pushed on and they're a point ahead and they've been thoroughly deserving. On the other hand, though, MountbellewMoylough, they've been the architects of their own downfall. There are lots and lots of handy enough chances close to goal, and they've missed them. Yeah, they have. Yeah, look, they're turning over the ball probably on the 45 in the attacking sense, and then just not creating chances that they probably should be scoring in around as scoreable chances. John Daly goes short with it, and MountbellewMoylough looking for a way through here, and they're just getting up to that 30-metre line fairly easily. Some slick hand passing and interplay. They don't find a way down that far side as you look out from the stand, so they go back to go forward. It's there with their full forward now on Finnerty. With the outside of the boot effort, it's too low though, and it's going to work out here for James Egan. And St. James will build from the defence again. Wasteful there from MountbellewMoylough, Porrick. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was probably a forced effort from Owen Finnerty out the field, so just didn't execute it right either. Yeah, it was an outside of the right boot effort from just inside the 45, but he seemed to hurry the shot in that, as you said, forced it. And Paul Conroy has another free now for St. James's on their own 65. He finds Stephen McCooey, but again, it's not sticking for Stephen. And it was a great turnover there by Shane Moore of MountbellewMoylough. He's having a good game. And a great kick pass inside as well. It could work out for Owen Finnerty. As the St. James man slips, Owen Finnerty, he's inside the 30-metre line. He goes out again. St. James's are covering well back there. And Owen has to go all the way out to John Daly, number 6. John finds support from James Foley. And MountbellewMoylough looking for an entrance now. But there's 2 men around the centre forward. Over carrying is the adjudication from the referee. And St. James again stay steadfast in their defence.
Yeah, they have. They've been absolutely superb. When they see the chance to make a turnover or see an opportunity for a 2v1 or a 3v2, they get bodies in as rapidly, and it's absolutely superb. Forced a turnover there again, now they're on the attack again.
It's the leadership of Johnny Dewan as well. He's like a drill sergeant back there, commanding his defence what to do. And now St. James are inside the MountbellewMoylough 45. Their cornerback brought them all the way. And now they go back to go forward. Jack O'Neill is on it now. He's looking to get some ground here and find some support if he can. The shot, oh, it's a good feint there. And Jack O'Neill kicks it, but it's just not going to curl in on his right boot. And it's wide of the target there. It was an ambitious effort from around 40-45 metres out from Jack O'Neill. Yeah, it was. He probably stepped, he did a lovely inside step dummy and then just executed it. Didn't get really the execution on the shot. Yeah. He did everything right until the shot, but you have to get them over the bar as well. It's a centre-back now for MountbellewMoylough, Billy Mannion. And now, holding the referee is adjudicated, so there's going to be a free coming here from MountbellewMoylough. Around 42 metres out there on the far side of the goals there. It's not an easy effort, and they're going to put it on the carpet and go for this shot. Yeah, it's not an easy effort, but we all know the capabilities of Barry McHugh from the ground, so this will be one for probably his first free today, so he'll look to get up and running nice and early. Barry eyes up the target. Takes a deep inhale of breath there. He walks up, shimmies a little. And the effort comes in. Does it have the legs? It does. It also has actually a great point from the free from Barry McHugh. And that levels the game here after coming up on 25 minutes in Pearse Stadium. A great effort from the ground from Barry McHugh. Yeah, it's a super score. And that's the free taking ability that Barry McHugh has. He's a great strike of the ball from 50 metres out. So St. James will be wary of that too. Absolutely. It means they have to be very disciplined in the tackle. And it's a great ball in. Stephen McCooey wins the advanced mark. A lovely high ball in. Well done to Stephen. And it's going to be brought in for descent as well. He was going to take it from the outside of the D, straight up for a tap over on the 30-metre line. That's disappointing from MountbellewMoylough. They should have done better than that. Yeah, it is, yeah. Look, and it's that early ball that we were on about from St. James's again. They win the ball out the middle of the pitch and they just deliver it in nice and early. It's a super catch from Steve. And Stephen has missed a few of those balls in, so it's good that he's stuck with it and now he's got his reward. Yeah, he has. Yeah, look at his, he probably 2 or 3 went in there and they probably bounced off him or been turnovers, so it's good now he's got one and then he took the mark and got his confidence up again. Absolutely. 26 minutes gone here. It's St. James's in the driving seat by 4 points to 3. The ball is breaking and bouncing, but it's a free from MountbellewMoylough. An illegal challenge there by the St. James man on the ground, I believe. And the referee is going to bring it back, I think. He's very particular about that today, Porrick. Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's Austin. He's wherever the foul happens is where the ball will be kicked from. There's no extra few yards being taken. Absolutely, by the book. It's the way to have it as well. MountbellewMoylough get it off there quickly, and they look to get inside the St. James's cover now with their fullback at the moment. Out there to their wing back, it's James Foley. James finds his man for support. Oh, it's a good ball to find there. Full forward Owen Finnerty. He gives it inside though. A lovely little jink from the centre forward for MountbellewMoylough. That was Paul Donlan. Now though, it's one of the men who've been brought into this encounter, but it's a very high dropping effort there from Ronan Griffin. It does work out for MountbellewMoylough though. And they keep possession and try and find another point of attack. They're outside the 45 again. And they're just looking to see if they can break down the St. James's. They only one man up front at Stephen McCooey at the moment, so they have 14 men behind the ball. Yeah, they do. All 14 men are inside the 45, so it's a strange old way to play, I suppose. Well, Jack Nolan is actually inside the 65, so we'll give them that. The shot comes in here from MountbellewMoylough, and it's just gone wide. So the tactics are proving fruitful for St. James's. They're keeping the MountbellewMoylough shooters under pressure.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Look, and they're probably forcing shots. Montbellew there, they probably took one on there. Ronan Griffin took one on, didn't even go dead, where Infinity forced one there probably, and that has went wide.
Now, Infinity on the ball there for St. James's, and now they're inside the 45 though. The shot comes in here, and it's a great point for St. James's. That was their corner forward, Dan McNulty. A great point from him.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And it was, again, there it is, a kick out off, and then it's just an early ball inside from Paul Conroy into Dan McNulty, and Dan McNulty takes it on his man, steps inside and kicks a great score.
I think MountbellewMoylough have to get the next effort here, really, Port, because they're 2 points down now against St. James's, and they're a team that you don't want to be 2 points down against or more.
Yeah, definitely, and I think there was an opportunity there for...
Things just getting a bit heated up here. Handbags, you might say, but the referee is looking to cool things down. There's a man on the ground who looks injured for MountbellewMoylough. Looks like it could be a head injury there. Just trying to see if the referee talks to his sideline official. And additional time at the end of this. I believe it was 5 minutes. I stand to be corrected on that. Believe it was 5 minutes. I stand to be corrected because there was a lot of commotion on the pitch as the sound official here in Pearse Stadium was announcing the additional time. Now we just have a look back at this here. Is it Paul Conroy who went in quite heavy there? And that is what the MountbellewMoylough officials, and the referee did see it as well, so we'll see what Austin has to say about it. But he's just diffused the situation. It's going to be a free from MountbellewMoylough, around 50 yards out from goals. John Daly takes it quickly there, finds support in the form of Barry McHugh. Barry, back to John Daly. John Daly at the D. The shot comes in on his left boot. John Daly over the bar. It's a great point.
That's a super score. It's he starts the free, gives it inside to Barry, and then runs off his shoulder. A bit under pressure. 2 or 3 players coming towards him, and kicks a super score, so he does.
And how often have we seen that 1-2 between those two players?
Yeah, it's one for the ages, all right.
The show reel, as they say. St. James's are going to build from their defence. Point between them. St. James's 5 points. MountbellewMoylough 4 points. We're finished normal time now, so it's at the discretion of the referee how much we play in terms of additional time. Remember that injury to Sam O'Neill. There's going to be quite a bit. And now St. James's, they get past halfway. And it's with their cornerback, Jack Folan. Jack gives it back to Johnny Duane. We know what his kick is like, so let's see if he can find a nice point of attack up front. But the referee looks like he might be giving a card here.
Yeah, yellow card for Barry McHugh.
Barry McHugh gets the yellow for that tackle there on Johnny Duane. Johnny looking to go in high with it seems. Yes. Into the mixer, as they say. And waiting for his Aaron. And it just doesn't work out. He was trying to touch it down to his player there on the St. James's side, but MountbellewMoylough will build now through John Daly. A beautiful kick pass by John Daly from the outside left boot, and it's just going to be kept in play. No, it's not. It was good vision there from John Daly, but just a little bit too much on it, Porrick.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it looked like an absolute delicious pass, and then probably Ronan Griffin just went with one hand. If he probably maybe took the extra 2 or 3 steps, he would have got 2 hands on it.
Absolutely. And St. James's take the sideline quite quickly and look to build again. And it's looking fairly open there in the MountbellewMoylough defence there. Shane Moore, and I believe there is their sweeper. So that's obviously in the bid to cut out the high balls. And another free there. A lot of frees there around this middle third. I suppose that's the place you want to be given the frees and stopping St. James from getting in too close and getting an effort, because we know they have kickers who can kick from distance as well.
Yeah, they sure do, and we know even the ability of Paul Conroy is kicking from distance. So, yeah, it seems to be a lot of frees that have been given away around the 65 metre mark. So, they probably need to cut out that.
Yeah, it's been niggly and foul-ridden from the off, really, and hasn't really picked up momentum yet. So maybe things might open up a bit in the second half for both teams as Paul Conroy goes back to his fly goalie there, James Egan. He's out around the middle of the field and he's looking like he's going to launch a kick in, but he elects wisely, I think, to go across to Johnny Duane. Johnny, he's a great boot to him, but he gives it over via a hand pass to Jack O'Neill. Back to Johnny Duane. Johnny is looking to kick it in amongst the mix, but the man he's looking to kick it into is out around the middle, is Aaron Connolly. Back over to Johnny here on the stand side. A lovely little kick pass into poor Paul Conroy. Paul turns his man very nicely. He's out here on the wing. The kick pass back to Johnny Duane. Lays it off here to Lee Vahi. Lee gives it into Jack O'Neill. Jack keeps possession. Back out to Jack Folan. And back to Johnny Duane. He's on the MountbellewMoylough 65 and looking for options inside. None appearing though.
Yeah, there's great patience in around this middle sector of the pitch that they have, just bringing the ball back and over, probably moving the defence of Montbellew.
And look, there is no rush on them because they are leading in this encounter by 5 points to 4. We've played 4 minutes of additional time here, and the ball does come in now. It's a nice floaty effort in. Aaron Conley just can't win the mark, but he keeps the ball. Paul Conroy, he might go for an effort. He cuts inside into the 30-metre line. A lovely fist pass off Steve McCooey. Stephen is surely fouled highly there. Referee gives advantage. No goal. And to be brought back for free on the 30-metre line. They're causing havoc in close to goal at the moment for MountbellewMoylough are St. James's.
Yeah, they are, and it's a great ball again. Like, they're patient with the ball, but then it's their movement inside to create a bit of space.
It was that backhand cut there from Paul Conroy.
Yeah, and the movement inside to get in around the back there and create that opportunity from. And look, it's a great pass from Paul Conroy, and it's just an opportunity where now they can just tap over free again.
It was a yellow for James Foley there as well. So Steve McCooey is really growing into this game, it has to be said. He's causing some questions for the MountbellewMoylough defence, and it's going to be Paul Conroy to take this tap over free. Does so with ease. 6 points to 4 now for St. James's. They're going to be delighted going into the dressing room at half-time as things stand.
Yeah, they are. Look, it's definitely will be absolutely. It's a great first half from St. James's.
Absolutely. That is the half-time scoreline. 6 points to St. James's. MountbellewMoylough, 4 points here in Pearse Stadium. And it's been an interesting first half there. As I mentioned to you there, Pádraig, foul-ridden, niggly. It means a lot to both teams. And as predicted, as we said at the beginning of the commentary, St. James are keeping it very tight there, and they're frustrating MountbellewMoylough.
Yeah, they have, and they've completely probably played their game on their terms, which will upset MountbellewMoylough. So they need probably to go in and find another gear that we have seen from MountbellewMoylough throughout the years.
And in the early point of the game, MountbellewMoylough were getting inside the 30-metre line. They were running, they were popping, but they were just wasteful. They could have been out of sight early on.
Yeah, they could have. They probably missed 3 or 4 attempts at goal, forced 3 or 4 turnovers. So, look, they'll be disappointed with their first half performance, and they'll look to build on it for the second half.
The loss of Sam O'Neill, it can devastate a team or it can galvanise you. And it's certainly galvanised St. James's as long as that first half has gone on. They grew and grew into it. Steve McCooey, who was a bit nervy when he came on for Sam, has now gone into the game. And look at them, they're 2 points up. Who would have thought it going into the game?
Definitely, yeah. Look at as you said, it can either galvanise a team or devastate a team. And it looks like a team that's came together from that injury. So they've came out, pushed on, and Steve McCooey has been superb since he came in.
Would it be fair to say that MountbellewMoylough are playing with a bit of fear here? Because I mentioned that the likes of Damien Boyle was going short with the kickouts to possibly avoid the likes of Paul Conroy and the big men in the middle of the field for St. James. Do they need to just attack and go forward? Because if you do go in over the top, you're straight through, and they've looked dangerous to go straight through.
Yeah, they have, and that's we've seen the joy that St. James have got when they've got the ball out early and just delivered ball inside. So probably a tactic that Montbellew can look at themselves.
Yeah, but they're being versatile, St. James, as well. It's not just high ball into Aaron Conley. We've seen him come around the middle. Steve McCooey's been inside. They've been dynamic going forward. it's really going by their play script.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and look, they'll be very happy with their performance so far. So it's tactical, and they're getting the right men on the ball to deliver the ball in for St James's.
What do MountbellewMoylough need to do now, and what needs to be said to them by Val Daly and co in the dressing rooms?
He probably has to go in, reassess, see what the players on the pitch actually think themselves, then come out and set out a new game plan, because the tactic of carrying the ball forward slowly doesn't seem to be working here, and probably deliver the ball. They have the marquee forwards like Patrick Kelly, Barry McHugh, Owen Finnerty. These are forwards that want quick early ball, 1v1 situations, create goal chances.
Absolutely, it'll be very interesting, and the benches might have a bit of a say in it in the second half as well. But that's where we'll leave it now for the first half here in Pearse Stadium in this Galway Senior Football Championship quarter-final. As it stands at the moment, St James's 6 points, MountbellewMoylough 4 points. A reminder, there'll be highlights after the breaks.
Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Sawtail, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
This facility is incredible, and the work they are doing to improve farmers' environments and the environments for cows so that cows are more productive, and happier and comfier is incredible. It really, really is. So every single batch of rubber that comes in to be made into mattresses is tested for stretchiness, literally every single time. But this isn't the interesting stuff.
Forgetting the products for a second, they'll even design your very own cowshed, the cubicle layouts, the mats that you need, and every component needed for that situation and application.
EasyFix have their own custom mat shop, so no matter what type of rubber floors you have, EasyFix can either make it, modify it, create it, design it, or whatever, so that they've got something to fit your cubicle shed, your slat shed, whatever.
Tomorrow. No one's seen it, and yet everyone imagines it. We hope for smiles, not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones too. We hope that the light at the end of the tunnel isn't just a light. It's the sun shining on our days to come. We hope that even if we get older, we can fulfill the dreams we once had as kids. We hope because hope is a wonderful thing. It can't be conquered. It can't be defeated. And on the off chance that it weakens, with nourishment, it returns again, stronger than ever. At Allison, we believe that your hopes should not just remain hopes. They should become your reality, no matter who you are, where you're from, where you live, or what you do. That's why we spread empowerment to people across the world through over 4,000 online courses and career development tools, all for free, so that everyone can empower themselves, learn about their opportunities, connect with tomorrow, and grow from where they are today. After all, tomorrow is a great place to be. It's a place filled with possibilities. It's a place where you can be everything you want to be. With Allison, empower yourself.
Trinzo is a consultancy company that provides quality regulatory training and supply chain support into the medical device and pharmaceutical industry.
On a day-to-day basis, we would engage with companies around the world to tackle a wide range of industry challenges.
Clients will come to us with a wide variety of challenges. Those could be quality and regulatory compliance issues. They could be also really intense business challenges that they're trying to solve. And in that case, we'd put a team on the ground to make sure that they're really well supported and that they're being left in a better place when Trinzo steps off the project with them.
One of Trinzo's strengths lies in our ability to excel in demanding and complex areas. This is a challenge made possible by our extensive and diverse expertise in the industry.
I believe the future is very bright for Trinzo. We are growing at 30% per year, year on year. Trinzo is very deliberate in our culture. We are very collaborative, team focused, really look after employees. So we believe that happy employees lead to happy clients.
Coalfield Industrial, one of Ireland's largest distributors of industrial tools and safety supplies. With retail stores in Galway and Athlone, our nationwide distribution service offers next-day delivery on over 50,000 stock items. From our website, coalfieldindustrial.com. The #1 supplier of quality tools, safety gear and equipment from top brands like DeWalt, Snickers, Bosch, Stanley, Baco and many more. For professional tools and equipment, think Coalfield Industrial.
Paul Conroy to take this tap over free. Does so with ease. 6 points to 4 now. Hello and you're very welcome back to the second half commentary of St James's and MountbellewMoylough in the Galway Senior Football Championship quarter-finals. It is, as we mentioned there at half-time, St James's who are leading this encounter by 6 points to 4. It's a 2-point lead for them, and the way they've been playing, both in defence and attack, has been very impressive. So MountbellewMoylough have it all to do in this second half. I haven't seen any notable changes yet as we've come in for the second half, but if we do hear or see of any, we'll bring them to you as we do see them, as the referee makes sure that all the players are in the positions, just waiting on one St James's man to get past the 65. That's Jack Nolan, and then the referee, Austin, will throw it up for us. Aaron Conley, notably, going in there with Paul Conroy for the throw-in with MountbellewMoylough players there, Shane Moran and also Matthew Barrett. So, we're looking at his watch there. The referee throws it up and we're off in this second half. Broken down by a MountbellewMoylough man, but it's going to work out here for St. James's. They have possession of the ball and they've been doing great stuff with possession in that first half.
Substitution at half time on the MountbellewMoylough team. Number 13, Michael Daly, replaces number 11, Paul Dunn.
Michael Daly is in for Paul Dunn, and that's the change from MountbellewMoylough. We speculated beforehand that they might make a change, Porrick, and that's a big move from them.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Look, we've seen him go through a vigorous warm-up, and here he is on the ball. And that's the ability of Michael Daly, a ball inside. Straight away.
And the free is won inside there by Owen Finnerty. And Michael Daly, instant impact from the bench. That's what they need more of.
Yeah, it is. Look at it. We've seen him go through a vigorous warm-up here. So he was half-time. We knew he was a doubt for the game today, so they've looked like they're in a bit of trouble, so they needed to bring him on. And he's came in and straight away to the action, he's added to it.
Could be a masterstroke here. And it looks like it's John Daly who's going to take this free. John, it's about the 25 yards out from goal there on the 21-yard line. Nice little angle there for a left footer. But there seems to be an injury there for St. James's man in close to goals.
Looks like Johnny Dewan.
If it is him, it could prove very worrying for St. James's. He's been orchestrating things there in their defence. And it looks serious enough as well, because there is a St. James's man or two warming up here along the sideline. I didn't actually catch what happened to Johnny there.
Yeah, it must have been an off-the-ball incident, because he seems to be away from a good bit away from where the play was.
I'm not sure, is it knee or is it shoulder? Is it both, from the way he's holding himself? It could be a knee injury as well. It's just a bit of spray being applied to the lower leg area of Johnny Dewan. So looks like there's going to be another stoppage early in this half. Similar pattern to both halves, it has to be said, Porrick.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's exact same start to the first half. Second half here as it was their first half.
And the St. James's goalkeeper, James Egan, is rushing off. I think he's forgot his gum shields. Seems to be the issue. He's plenty of time to get it as well, I'd say. And although it's not a extremely difficult free, this might just put a bit of doubt into John Daly's head as he stands over this longer and longer. He's got his gum shield. Has James Egan, the sweeper keeper for St. James's. He does seem to be in a lot of difficulty there, is Johnny Dewan. And it's a specialised role he's in for St. James's, so it might not just be as easily as bring someone on to play sweeper. You might have to do a bit of jigging about of your team.
Yeah, exactly. And just even the experience that Johnny Dewan brings to that fold. So, like, he will be... It's worrying for St. James's, but hopefully for Johnny and St. James's, he'll be back to his feet and be able to continue.
And it's not just about defence, what he was bringing going forward as well, his vision, his kick passing in, finding Aaron Connolly and co up front.
Yeah, exactly. He's been superb, so he has in the first half, and delivering ball inside when it's on to be playing, and then slowing down the play and getting an orchestrating of the play. So he's back, but he looks like he's in a lot of discomfort.
I don't think he'll be able to continue. I think they're just going to walk him off the field. He's trying to walk off the injury, but I think they might have to just walk him off the field. Or is he going to continue?
Looks like he's going to try continue.
Maybe just until this free is taken, because he does still look in a lot of discomfort, does Johnny Dewan. But John Daly lines up the free, kicks it high and over the bar. A great score there for MountbellewMoylough. And they're up and running, getting us underway in this second half. John Daly with his free. It's now St. James at 6 points, MountbellewMoylough 5 points. And that'll be good for them, because the last thing they wanted was for St. James's to build up a lead in the second half. So MountbellewMoylough on the ball again. Kick pass in to the aforementioned newly included Michael Daly. And John Daly's going to be on the ball now, following that lovely little kick. And he gets a beautiful point from the 13-metre line. A great score from John Daly.
Yeah, it is. And look at it again, it's the influence of Michael Daly. Ball inside, a runner off his shoulder, the quick hands from Michael Daly. Great switch of play from Sean Moylan, and it's super score from John Daly.
Absolutely. And you have to question why they have kept Johnny Duane, even a blood sub here, because he's walking very gingerly there, just outside the 45-metre line of St. James's, because you need to be able to move in the sweeper role, and if not, you're going to leave yourself exposed and open. Aaron Conley is just turned over, touched on the ground, and MountbellewMoylough will look to get on with it quickly. And they do that.
Yeah, Johnny's in a lot of discomfort.
It's a dangerous ball though, and St. James's are there in numbers if they can counter-attack quickly. Jack O'Neill has it. He gives it to Paul Conroy, a quick 1-2, back to O'Neill. O'Neill here, I don't know where he was fist passing to, and MountbellewMoylough say thank you very much, we'll take that. John Daly kicks it beautifully, and they're getting on with things quickly. Michael Daly is looking for the ball there, demanding it, but instead it's fisted in there to, it was meant to be for Barry McHugh, but St. James's breathe a sigh of relief, and they will go on the counter-attack, and their sweeper keeper is there if he's needed. He's not though. Paul Conroy looked for that delivery. It wasn't on though, he adjudicated. And now O'Neill gives it to their wing back, but he's walking into a good bit of difficulty. But it is in steps. It's a free for him, and he gets on quickly with it to Jack Nolan. Jack has support if he needs it. Deemed to be no foul there. And MountbellewMoylough will counter-attack. And it's really heating up in this encounter now.
Yeah, it has, yeah. There's a lot of hard hitting going in, and Austin's kind of letting the game go, which is good. And like the tackles seem to be fair, but it's hard hitting, so it's really living up to the championship knockout phase.
Absolutely. Dan McNulty might get a card here from Austin. Yeah, yellow for Dan. And MountbellewMoylough get on with it. Around 7 minutes played here in the second half in Pearse Stadium of the Galway Senior Football Championship quarter-final. St. James's and MountbellewMoylough are tied at 6 points apiece. MountbellewMoylough getting the two opening scores, a free and a point from John Daly. And they're inside the 45 again now. Shane Moore, a quick 1-2. And it could work out here for MountbellewMoylough. Well blocked down there. That was the effort coming in there from their attacker. I believe it may have been Ronan Griffin that time. And St. James's will look to build from their defence. Paul Conroy gets on quickly with the free. It was actually Patrick Kelly who was in there and blocked down well by the St. James's defence. Now, St. James's coming up to the 45, and they're inside the 45, but it all just breaks down, but it might still work out there. Stephen McCooey, he's cutting inside, and he wins the free. He was pulled on there, I thought, Porrick.
Yeah, he was. I'd say it was maybe 2 or 3 fouls there he could have given for Austin, so it was an easy enough decision for him.
Easy decision. It's just there on the 21-yard line. Yeah, it was just on finishing. He needs to be careful as well. He's on a, I believe he, or James Foley, he's on a yellow already, I think. Yeah, so he needs to be careful there. It's going to be Jack Nolan who kicks it high and over the bar.
Black Mitsubishi card.
And they're back in front here.
182G 1822.
Thanks to that Jack Nolan free. And I hope you're not driving a black Mitsubishi there, Porrick.
No, I'm not, no.
Because someone's causing obstruction. Now, speaking of causing obstruction, St. James's are getting back into the defence. MountbellewMoylough looking to break that down though. The kick comes in, it's a beautiful one. Barry McHugh gets support. They're looking for an opening here, or MountbellewMoylough. Michael Daly, he's on the D, looking for a way through, but there's about 10 St. James's men there. Back to Daly on the 45. He's looking for options for the forward. Finds it. The mark is not taken. They continue with play. Inside the D there. And it's laid off nicely to their corner back, Mark Mannion. but there's just bodies around him on the ground, free out to St. James's. Good defence.
It is. It's super work. And it comes again from, I know we're singing these praises all day, but it's Johnny Dewan. He stands and orchestrates that all. Tells men to push out. But there again, he gets, when he sees the opportunity of a double up, he gets in nice and quick and he forces that turnover for St. James's.
And he is moving a bit better now, but he's still a bit ginger on his feet there, Pádraig. But he's doing the job and doing the necessaries.
Exactly, yeah. Look, he looks like he is in a bit of discomfort, but when he's running, he looks fine. So it's a strange enough one.
He's on it now. Will he fist pass or will he kick it? That's the question. Oh, he's soloing it. He's getting very adventurous, is Johnny Dewan. And he gives it to Jack O'Neill. Jack, just inside his own 65-metre line. Johnny's getting a nice word in his ear from a MountbellewMoylough man, Colin Mannion, I think it is. Johnny won't mind because it's St. James who are on the attack now. Owen Finnerty, he's bringing it forward to the 45. Paul Conroy's on it now. A huge effort from Paul Conroy. Just drops short though. I thought that was going to go sailing over the bar. It looked like there was a lovely angle on it.
Yeah, it's like one of those points we've seen from Paul Conroy many a time for Galway. Probably just didn't get enough purchase on it, really.
The only disappointing thing about that, it's usually against Mayo, but we won't say any more about that because...
That's not disappointing, though. That's rather amazing.
If you say so, Pádraig. It's MountbellewMoylough now who have the ball and they have the free as well. And or is it a free for St. James's? Looks like Paul Conroy is going to pick up the Lee Roach. Yeah. Foul adjudicated there by Ronan Griffin. He gets a yellow card for his troubles, and Paul Conroy has the free. I think that's in Paul Conroy range. I know that from heartbreaking experience. But no, he elects to go short with it instead. St. James is now, it's an interesting kind of kick pass across. It works out for them though. They're just on the 45 of MountbellewMoylough, playing around with the ball, looking for an opening. Jack O'Neill now does a nice 1-2 with it. They're up and to the D. It breaks down though, and there's a Mountbellew man waiting for it. And they break now. And Sean Myland gets a touch on it, but MountbellewMoylough coming out the far side of the pitch as we look out from the stand, and it's John Daly now. Crosses halfway. They're up and coming close to the 45. And Shane Moran with a kick in for Michael Daly, but it's broken down well by St. James's, and wow, a nice swarm defence there. There was about 5 or 6 men smelling the danger of Michael Daly, and now they'll break, and Paul Conroy is there helping to get them out of their defence as well. Lee Vahy gives to Stephen McCooey, who was in a more advanced position. They're really mixing around their positions here and confusing and bamboozling MountbellewMoylough at the moment.
Yeah, they are. They've started to kind of change their game a bit. They've been a lot more direct with their runs, trying to create scores like that or win fouls and just get the shooters on the ball from them.
Because there was the kick pass that they were electing for all that first half, and it's Stephen McCooey back in the ball again. He's up to the D, lays it off to Jack O'Neill on his left boot. Jack O'Neill, high and over the bar. It's a great score from Jack O'Neill. That is sublime.
Yeah, it's a super score. And again, it's that direct running from St. James's, get down and then go down the right-hand side, then back across the left-hand side, and a super score from Jack O'Neill.
And they regained their 2-point advantage that they had at half-time to 8 points to 6 now is the lead for St. James's against MountbellewMoylough. An interesting one because they were going with the high ball all the first half, and they obviously felt that MountbellewMoylough had decked that, and now they're playing a hand-pass game and running off the shoulder.
Yeah, it is, yeah, and look at it. It's a change of tactic from St. James, and look at it. It's worked for nearly 44 minutes gone this game, and they're 2 points up.
If you're going to win the Frank Fox Cup, you can't be a one-trick pony, and St. James are showing that they're versatile, and they are equal to the challenge of MountbellewMoylough. More than equal so far in this game.
Team number 12, Leo Duncan replaces number 26, Ronan Griffin.
And that's number 12, Leo Donlan replaces, I'm not sure exactly who he replaces. I believe it may have been Ronan Griffin. And it was Ronan Griffin. Shot comes in here wide from Michael Daly. That'll be disappointing for him. So, can Leo Donlan make a big Change in effort here for MountbellewMoylough. Shane Moran breaks it down. And it works out now for St. James's. They're on the ball. Desi Hines had it.
That man again.
Oh, Johnny. Johnny's got you covered, you might say, Porrick.
He's been absolutely superb, so yes.
Johnny Duane. And he's starting to get very ambitious here. A lovely kick forward to Paul Conroy. They're inside the cover here. They're through the 45. Stephen McCooey's there if he needs him. Stephen McCooey on the ball. And is he... It looks like it was great defending because MountbellewMoylough ended up with the ball. But was there a foul? The referee adjudicates that there was, I believe. Or did Stephen McCooey do the foul?
Steve McCooey did the foul around the neck, it looked like. But there again.
They were almost in on goal.
What
almost
a ball
in.
from Johnny Duane. It was probably the guts of nearly 60 yards outside the boot, right into the running stride of Paul Conroy.
The last man you want to see free in the 45 bearing down you is Paul Conroy, and it was great vision from Johnny Duane. He's more than got you covered. He's pointing the attack, is Johnny Duane.
Yeah, he is. He's been absolutely outstanding today.
I think that's the moment of the game so far, and it's not a point. Oh, and inside the cover here is the MountbellewMoylough man. Shot to goal! A goal for MountbellewMoylough. That was Colin Mannion, who hit it low and hard into the left-hand corner. They've been threatening to do that in the first half. A lapse of concentration. I don't know who was on Colin Mannion.
Yeah, it was probably a super score. It was a run down the right-hand side of the pitch from James Foley, and Colin Mannion just snuck in around the back, and it looked like acres and acres of space in front of him. And one-on-one with the keeper and a beautiful finish into the bottom corner.
We were praising Johnny Duane's efforts there, but I believe that injury has come back to haunt him there. He couldn't stick with Colin Mannion, and Colin Mannion's let him know all about it. A goal for MountbellewMoylough. This game has been turned on its head.
Yeah, it has, and it's been it's probably against the run of play because St. James has probably been the better side for here for the 46 minutes, but that will give confidence into the Montbellew team, so we'll see now what St. James are made of.
Absolutely. And it just goes to show you can't... I know he's a very vital player for St. James's and what he's been doing, what he just did there as well with that kick pass, but if you're not 100%, it's going to cost you against the good teams.
Yeah, it is, yeah, and that's exactly it. Like when you're playing probably the team that are rated in the top four anyways, the big four, as they say, it's just going to cost you when it comes down to it, and opportunities like that come arising.
Absolutely. 17 minutes gone in the second half, and it's MountbellewMoylough 1-6. St. James's 8 points here in Pearse Stadium in this Galway Senior Football Championship quarter-final. Colin Mannion with a very famous goal for MountbellewMoylough. A high dropping ball in here, and it's going to work out for MountbellewMoylough. They come out of defence. But there's a lot of St. James men around, and it works out for them now. Aaron Conley. But there's a swarm of players in that part of the field here beside the stand in that corner. And MountbellewMoylough are patient and they come out with it now. And this might just turn this game on its head because momentum is everything, Porrick, and that seems to have given MountbellewMoylough a whole lot of confidence as things weren't going well for them for the first quarter of this second half. But it's great pressure there.
Yeah, definitely. Look at it. It's a great
pressure.
Turnover again from St. James's.
Yeah. Aaron Conley, Paul Conroy and Stephen McCooey all involved in that one.
Probably a situation where they look at St. James's, probably when the goal went in, people would say, oh, maybe Montbellew will kick on again. St. James have seemed to have found another life again, and they've won 2 turnovers up high. Yeah. Paul Conroy had an attempt of a free there. Now they're bringing up the goalkeeper, James Egan, for probably 50 yards out to level the game.
And you can lose concentration when you get a goal as well, because we saw Colin Mannion give Johnny Duane a few words, and he got a yellow card for his trouble as well. So you just need to keep your composure. The game isn't over yet.
Definitely, yeah. 100%.
A lot of football to be played yet, as James Egan steps up to this one, steadies himself from the carpet. It's around 47, 48 metres out from the goalpost, dead centre in front of it, maybe a little bit to the left. James Egan steps up, kicks it high. It has the legs and it has the accuracy. A huge free from James Egan. We're level again here in Pearse Stadium. 9 points to St. James's, 1-6 to MountbellewMoylough.
Yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful strike. It probably had an extra 15, 20 yards on it as well. So we it's probably freeze now. Montbellew will look to say they can't be given away.
Absolutely. It'll certainly cause them to be more disciplined here. A lovely breakdown there, but it works out for MountbellewMoylough. And they're on the attack here. They're inside the 45. Great hands. Cullen was involved there. So too Barry McHugh. Now it's Michael Daly outside the boot from the D. Just to the left and wide though. Disappointing for him.
Yeah, probably the quick hands there from Montbellew looked like they just got a bit of space, but they got the ball back into Michael Daly and just didn't execute a shot.
Well, I thought goal was on there, to be quite honest with you. It was surprising they went for that. Number 25 for St. James's is on.
Fintan Cooney.
Fintan Cooney is on, and I think the player going off there, if I'm not mistaken, is Lee Melody. Hasn't had the desired impact for them, but hopefully Fintan can make a contribution. Now, MountbellewMoylough.
St. James's team, number 25, Fintan Cooney, against number 15, Liam Melody.
So Fintan Cooney is on. And now, there's a free. And it's going to be taken here by MountbellewMoylough. Is this within their kicking range, do you believe, Pork?
Probably. Well, I thought Barry might, if they were, probably Barry would have came out to probably kick it, but it looked like they just restarted the play and got on with it.
Yeah, Owen Finnerty now, bearing down the stand side. It's Michael Daly. I thought he had a bit of space, but he saw Paul Conroy wisely changed his point of attack. It's Shane Moran now, inside the 30-metre line, lays it off. Back out to Michael Daly. Finds John Daly at the 45 in the centre of the pitch. Cullen Mannion, the goal scorer, is coming down the stand side now. Looking for support. Might need it though. He lets it into Finnerty. Finnerty now is cutting inside. He finds his man and it's fisted over the bar. That is number 12, Leo Donlan. Yeah, Leo with a fisted point. A great score from him.
It is, yeah, and it's a great point of attack from Montbellew. The attack out the right-hand side. Great switch of play from Michael Daly over to Shane Moore, and then Patrick Kelly runs on the blind side of him. They switch the player back across the attack here, and Cullen Mannion looks like he's going to give it to Owen Finnerty on the loop, but instead Owen Finnerty does a backdoor cut and they get down inside.
Possibly a goal was on there though for him, but no matter, they'll take the point because it puts them in the lead by the smallest of margins. Paul Conroy with a lovely kick pass in. Will it work out? No, it won't, but it's going to be brought back for earlier descent. Jersey pulling is what the referee adjudicates, and they'll take it there, just in between the MountbellewMoylough 45 and 65. It could be James Egan territory because he's coming up to it.
I'd say it is, yeah.
It's an ambitious effort. It will remind you of the one that Niall Morgan kicked against Kerry in that All-Ireland semi-final a few years back. Could be a massive, massive kick for James Egan. He's full of confidence, both from the freeze and from play as well, getting out and helping his defence break through the MountbellewMoylough press. James Egan now, eyeing it up. As we say, this is a huge one. It's the guts of 55 yards out. He steps up to it, and he just doesn't have the legs or the accuracy, but it might work out for St. James's still. I believe it's Stephen McCooey inside. And they work it out. They go back to go forward. Paul Conroy finds his cornerback Adam Lee. And Johnny Duan with a lovely outside of the boot effort. It's going to float in here. It doesn't work out though. That's disappointing for St. James's, and they're gifting MountbellewMoylough the sideline. They can't be afforded to that, especially when they're a point down, Pork.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's a great ball again inside from Johnny Duan. Just doesn't make it stick inside and runs out.
Yeah. Now though, MountbellewMoylough are coming out. Barry McHugh is back helping his defence break out. There's plenty of St. James's men in his face. And they're just taking the sting out of it now. This is clever play from MountbellewMoylough. They know they're a point ahead, but they finally do get the overlap and break the line. Mannion's there. Now though, Barry McHugh looking for help. Leo Donna's there. Leo looks for support and gets it. Colin Murray Finds support there. That's Owen Finnerty. He's outside the 45, crosses into it now. Finds support player. That was James Foley. Was there a foul on James Foley? There was, it seems. And there'll be a free for MountbellewMoylough, just to the right of goals and around 35 yards out. So I believe this might be John Daly territory. He is coming over to it. And it looks like there could be a few more changes coming for St. James's. I see a man warming up there. Looks like Dave O'Connell, not of the Connacht Tribune. Dave is getting ready at the sideline. Be interesting to see Dave O'Connell actually playing in this game, but I think he might be out of his depth as John Daly looks over this free. I'm sure Dave won't mind me saying that either. John Daly queuing this one up. And it's high over the bar. Great point from the free from John Daly.
That's great. It's a great score. Like, it's a super boot for a centre half back. He's pretty damn accurate, so he is.
Absolutely. And the way he strokes it, it's like an artist with a brush. 1-8 to 9 points is the advantage now for MountbellewMoylough. 2-point lead as we approach the 25th minute. It's championship minutes now from here on in, Porrick.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at him. There's 5-6 minutes to go. Probably the injury time as well. So this is big moments now for St. James's.
Big moments require big players.
Look at Johnny Duane here. Bursting to go to get up with the attack.
And they're coming forward here. St. James's. The shot comes in. It's high and it's over the bar. It's a great point from Desi Hines there for for St. James's, I should say. Desi Hines with that point. So now it's the minimum between the teams. St. James's 10 points. MountbellewMoylough 1 goal and 8. Championship minutes, it requires big players to step up. Desi Hines has been quite enough today, but he kicks a vital score there from the 13-metre line. As MountbellewMoylough now will look to add to their score line. But it's a turnover for St. James's. This could be a huge turning point. Steve McCooey was there involved, and Paul Conroy is coming over to it. What will they do? You'd imagine they'll go short and try and work an easier point of attack, and they do that. Quick 1-2 with Paul Conroy. Outside of the right boot for him. It's just to the left and right. Didn't curl in enough for him.
Yeah.
Disappointing for him.
It probably is, and it's probably a point he probably took maybe rushed. If he could try to even get a bit more settled and even get it inside the boot with him for a shot for himself.
Absolutely. There still is only a point between them. 27.5 minutes on the clock. MountbellewMoylough keeping ball now. Cullen Mannion, the goal scorer. He's coming up with it, but he keeps possession. He's saying, go over to that far side of the field, please, to James Foley. And they do that. John Daly now with a beautiful outside of the boot effort to get them out of their own 45. MountbellewMoylough now looking to hold on for the win here in Pearse Stadium, this Galway Senior Football Championship quarter-final. Stephen McCooey is harassing and harrowing. He might get the rewards. Oh, the newly introduced Dave O'Connell is on the ball. Another man who's been newly introduced as well is with him. That's Aaron Connolly. In from the start, I should say. Paul Conroy now a free for them just on the 45-metre line. This should be well within his range.
Yeah, it's a big pressure kick for St. James's. They've turned the screw the last 2 or 3 minutes, 1, 2 or 3 turnovers. This is to make the game level going into injury time, and anyone can win then.
I say it's within his range. It's definitely within James Egan's range.
There'll be 3 minutes of additional time.
3 minutes additional time at the end of ordinary time there for that injury on Johnny Duane, you would assume, and the few substitutes as well. So 3 minutes of additional time. About a minute and a bit of normal time remaining here. And James Egan with this free from the 45. Just to the right of goals. Difficult for a right footer. James Egan, though, makes no mistake about it. They're level here. St. James's 11 points. MountbellewMoylough 1 goal and 8. Huge from James Egan.
Yeah, an absolute superb strike again from James Egan. Just another 15, 20 yards probably again from. So look at it. Game on here with 3 minutes injury time to go.
Game on here. The kick out from Damien Boyle is a good one. Finds Billy Mannion. Billy gets it into the centre. Colin Mannion, the goal scorer. Finds Barry McHugh. Barry and John Daly do a quick 1-2. They're looking to find a point of attack, find a winner here. 20 seconds of normal time remaining. 3 minutes of additional time to come. Colin Mannion crosses the 45. He's going down that far side as we look out from the stand. And MountbellewMoylough now just looking for the runner to come up at the right time. And there's a man not tracked here. Could work out for MountbellewMoylough. They're just waiting for that right moment, that right opportunity. John Daly crossing the 45 in the centre of the pitch. Finds a man inside the D. Back to John Daly though. And St. James's have 14 men behind the ball. I think Stephen McCooey is the only man up front. He's 2 men for company back there as well. MountbellewMoylough now. Matthew Barrett. Looking for a way through. They're just hovering around the 45. Waiting for St. James to have a lapse in concentration. MountbellewMoylough now. They're coming through. Barry McHugh, I believe, there, surrounded by a few players on the ground. A free out for St. James. A huge moment in this game.
Massive turnover.
A massive turnover for them. Paul Conroy takes it quickly, goes short with it. Just as they're coming out now past their own 45. Johnny Dewan again with a lovely kick forward. Who's there to get it though? Stephen McCooey is racing and racing and racing. And Willock over the sideline. Still in play though. Or is it? The sideline official might have his flag up. Disappointing for St. James's there. The fine margins, Park.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Look, I think he's given a foul there for free on the back.
I think you're right.
Just
the fine
really tense here.
Yeah. You'd assume Johnny Dewan with a good leg on a day he wasn't injured would have kicked that to perfection. So these are the fine margins now, and this is why you need a bench as well. Stephen McCooey getting in the face in the MountbellewMoylough man. That was Owen Finnerty. And they're building slowly and tentatively. A lot of pressure now, Porrick. Who's going to step up? Let's find out. MountbellewMoylough coming down that far side as we look out from the stand. They've crossed into the 45. It's James Foley on the ball, looking for help. Michael Daly's on it now at the 45. Fists it across. Dragging his man out of position cleverly. And now they're coming through the centre, MountbellewMoylough. It's looked like an advanced mark there, and the referee blew for it as well. Not being taken though. So it's not. By Michael Kelly, that was. And now they're in the corner. Barry McHugh is looking for space. There's lots of men there, though, covering. The pass comes across here. The shot is in, and it's over the bar. It's a huge point.
Yeah, and again, it comes from the kick pass inside from Michael Daly inside. Barry McHugh secures the ball, comes out with it out as far as Leo O'Donnell, and great hand pass inside to Matthew Barrett, and a score right at the top of the D. Probably put this game 1 point up with 15 to 20 seconds left.
It looks like Matthew Barrett indeed will be the hero here. Is there one more surprise, one more twist, one more turn in this game? Around 10 seconds of the additional time remaining. This is last chance saloon for St. James's. Could they be knocked out of the Galway Senior Football Championship at the quarter-final stage? They'll hope not. They'll want one more twist, one more turn, but they need to do it quickly. We're past the 3 minutes of additional time. Paul Conroy on the ball now, coming down towards the 45 of MountbellewMoylough. Finds a man for support. That's Owen Finnerty. Owen finds his goalie, James Egan, who's up at the 45. He kicks it in. It's a beautiful kick in. That looks like it's for Aaron Connolly. Is there a foul on him? The referee says no. It's a big call from the referee. And that's the full-time whistle in Pearse Stadium. Heartbreak for St. James's, but delight and euphoria for MountbellewMoylough. The full-time score here in this Galway Senior Football Championship quarter-final. It's MountbellewMoylough 1 goal and 9 points. St. James's 11 points. Porrick Cunningham, what do you make of that? A dramatic finish to that game.
Yeah, it's a dramatic ending to the game, and I think St. James's, they look like they're dead in their feet here. They've gave everything they could. I think they can be very, very proud of themselves here today. They've put in an absolute monster performance against probably one of the so-called big teams. But then again, Montbellew will look like they do need a lot more work to do on the training pitch.
Absolutely, but it was just pure heart and determination from MountbellewMoylough in that second half, and the changes they made up front, it really sparked them into life.
Yeah, it did, yeah. Look at the introduction of Michael Daly at half-time, really probably was the changing of the game back into the favour of Montbellew, and he even delivered the ball inside to set up that winning score.
Absolutely, and it was just the fluidity and the quick hand passing and the vision up front. They were just able to break down what was, up to that point, a very solid St. James's defence.
Yeah, it was, and look at they've been... St. James's can be dead, absolutely proud of themselves here. They've been absolutely phenomenal, I thought, in that game there. Probably unlucky to come out of there losing that game. I thought probably a draw was the fair result the way things were going.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at it. For Montbellew, they move on, they march on to the semi-finals.
It's fine margins, as I mentioned there. There was a call there. It looked like it was going out over the sideline, a free then from MountbellewMoylough, and they managed to work the winning score. Then those are the fine margins when you're in knockout championship football. So they can't be too hard on themselves, St. James. They were outsiders coming into this, and the fact that they put up such a strong effort and could have possibly won that game is something to be lauded. I thought they had very good performances from the likes of James Egan, Johnny Dewan, and Paul Conroy as well.
Yeah, they had some, and even the capability of Aaron Connolly, the ball was going inside to him. I thought he was very good. Even all their forwards, they worked very well.
Steve McCooey when he came in.
Steve McCooey was very good.
Yeah.
But then, then the experience head of Johnny Dewan, and probably that injury that he came away with was probably a difficult one for him.
Yeah, definitely. And in terms of MountbellewMoylough, they really put it up to them as well, and they were very brave in a lot of their tackles, particularly on the middle third as well. I thought the likes of your James Foley was very impressive there. Shane Moran, of course, who was kind of manning that defence in a sweeper capacity as well. They really stood up there in that second half and closed out a lot of offensive moves there by St. James's.
Yeah, they did, yeah. And Montbellew's like the orchestrator of probably John Daly and Billy Mannion probably were the two men in defence there that were taking control and were the real leaders there when they needed turnovers at times.
Are we agreement in man of the match for this encounter?
Yeah, it looks definitely, I couldn't agree anymore.
John Daly is the man of the match for this Galway Senior Football Championship quarter-final here. And Salton Knocknacar are up for the next game. We'll be covering that as well. But that's how we're going to make our leave for the first game here. A win for MountbellewMoylough in this Galway Senior Football Championship quarter-final. The full-time score, once again, it's MountbellewMoylough, 1 goal and 9 points. St. James's, 11 points. Full-time highlights to come after the break.
Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Sawtail, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
This facility is incredible, and the work they are doing to improve farmers' environments and the environments for cows so that cows are more productive and happier and comfier is incredible. It really, really is. So every single batch of rubber that comes in to be made into mattresses is tested for stretchiness. Literally every single time, but this isn't the interesting stuff.
Forgetting the products for a second, they'll even design your very own cowshed, the cubicle layouts, the mats that you need, and every component needed for that situation and application.
EasyFix have their own custom mat shop, so no matter what type of rubber floors you have, EasyFix can either make it, modify it, create it, design it, or whatever, so that they've got something to fit your cubicle shed, your slat shed, whatever.
Tomorrow. No one's seen it, and yet everyone imagines it. We hope for smiles, not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones too. We hope that the light at the end of the tunnel isn't just a light. It's the sun shining on our days to come. We hope that even if we get older, we can fulfill the dreams we once had as kids. We hope because hope is a wonderful thing. It can't be conquered. It can't be defeated. And on the off chance that it weakens, with nourishment, it returns again, stronger than ever. At Allison, we believe that your hopes should not just remain hopes. They should become your reality. no matter who you are, where you're from, where you live, or what you do. That's why we spread empowerment to people across the world through over 4,000 online courses and career development tools, all for free, so that everyone can empower themselves, learn about their opportunities, connect with tomorrow, and grow from where they are today. After all, tomorrow is a great place to be. It's a place filled with possibilities. It's a place where you can be everything you want to be. With Allison, empower yourself.
Trinzo is a consultancy company that provides quality regulatory training and supply chain support into the medical device and pharmaceutical industry.
On a day-to-day basis, we would engage with companies around the world to tackle a wide range of industry challenges.
Clients will come to us with a wide variety of challenges. Those could be quality and regulatory compliance issues. They could be also really intense business challenges that they're trying to solve. And in that case, we'd put a team on the ground to make sure that they're really well supported and that they're being left in a better place when Trinzo steps off the project with them.
One of Trinzo's strengths lies in our ability to excel in demanding and complex areas. This is a challenge made possible by our extensive and diverse expertise in the industry.
I believe the future is very bright for Trinzo. We are growing at 30% per year, year on year. Trinzo is very deliberate in our culture. We are very collaborative, team focused, really look after employees. So we believe that happy employees lead to happy clients.
Coalfield Industrial, one of Ireland's largest distributors of industrial tools and safety supplies. With retail stores in Galway and Athlone, our nationwide distribution service offers next-day delivery on over 50,000 stock items. From our website, coalfieldindustrial.com. The #1 supplier of quality tools, safety gear and equipment from top brands like DeWalt, Snickers, Bosch, Stanley, Baco and many more. For professional tools and equipment, think Coalfield Industrial.